Hola a todos, bienvenidos una vez más a mi canal. Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today is going to be another sit down video. The last sit down video I did was about my visa application and how that all went, but today I'm going to do a semester 1 recap because technically today is the last day of semester 1. It is the 30th of January. Semester 2 starts tomorrow, so I thought let me just do a recap. Hopefully this video is not too long, but I got a lot of things to tell you guys. I got a lot of things to say, so just stay tuned. I'm gonna break it down. So first of all, I'm gonna start on the academic side of things, where it's actually studying abroad. People don't think we study, but we do. We do study out here. Then I'm gonna talk about personal life, social life, all of that kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna finish off by talking about what life in Spain is like, being black in Spain, all that kind of stuff. Before I get started, I just wanted to do a few disclaimers. So I've lived in Spain before. I've lived in Valencia, which is in the east of Spain. So my experience is obviously going to be different to everyone else's experiences. I speak Spanish, so there's things that I won't face that other people will face. And when I say Spanish people, I'm talking about the people that I've met. I'm not trying to generalize, but it's just easier to say Spanish people rather than the Spanish people that I've met are da-da-da-da. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, in terms of academic side, okay, so should I say what university I go to? It's not that difficult to work out anyway. So I go to university in England. I do international relations in Spanish, and I'm at the Universidad de Alcalá in Alcalá de Henares here in Madrid. If I speak Spanglish, please, I'm sorry, it's just how I communicate nowadays. So I go to the Universidad de Alcalá and I do Lenguas Modernas y Traducción, which is basically modern languages and translation. Yeah, that's a bit different from what I do back in the UK, but I am coping fine with it. So last semester I did, what did I do? I did comunicación oral, so oral communication, comunicación escrita, written communication in Spanish, lenguas de España, languages of Spain. What else did I do? Lengua española y lengua española aplicada de traducción. So I did 5 modules, which is very different because in England I'm used to just doing 3 because each module is worth 20 credits, but here we had Erasmus modules. So it was full of Erasmus people, exchange students, and the whole point of these modules was just to improve your Spanish. Whereas I did 2 of those, the written and oral communication, and then I did 3 normal Spanish modules with Spanish Spanish people. So let me just explain a little bit of what that was like. My Spanish is fine. People always complain that they don't hear me speak Spanish enough. I might do a video in Spanish if I'm feeling like it, but I can understand, I communicate, I can be understood. I'm fine in Spanish, but being taught in Spanish is a whole different thing, because if you just want to zone out in class, as we all do, you can't do that, because when you come back around, it's not even in English, you get what I mean? So you have to be more attentive to the teacher and what they're saying. Obviously, I'm doing this during, we're still in a pandemic, so I'm doing this during a pandemic, so everyone's still wearing masks here in Spain, which doesn't help us people that aren't native in Spanish, because when you're wearing a mask, it's so much more difficult to understand what someone's saying. Do you get what I mean? So the teachers would speak in Spanish. I mean, I'm in the, sorry, I keep playing with my hair. I'm in the modern languages department, the arts department. So I know my lecturers speak English. I know they do, but I guess they just want to speak to me in Spanish. I think it would help my Spanish skills. So I got taught 100% in Spanish. None of my modules were in English. I think next semester, 1 is a bilingual module, so they'll teach in English and Spanish, but everything else I'm doing is in Spanish, which is not too bad. I think a lot of people get a bit nervous about coming to Spain if they have to learn in Spanish, but I feel like if you're B1, B2, you will be fine. You'll be fine. Obviously, there'll be some things that you don't understand, but when it's all written on the board and when the teacher's speaking, you'll be able to understand it. Do you get what I mean? One thing I struggled with was should I write my notes in English or Spanish? Because obviously I'm hearing it in Spanish, so if I was going to write my notes in English, I'd have to quickly translate in my head. But then if I'm writing in Spanish, when I get home, I'm going to be looking at my notes what was I writing? Another thing about the Spanish educational system, especially in my uni, but I think in Madrid it's like this, they have either morning or evening classes. So you're either 9 to 2, or your classes are either from 3 to 8. But because I'm an exchange student, I'm not following one single course. Do you get what I mean? I'm taking modules from all over the place. So I had 9 a.m. I had 7 to 8 p.m. I had a 2. I had classes all the time. I mean, I had them at different times, but Friday I had no classes, Thursday I had no classes, Wednesday I had 1 hour. So semester one, I was, if you watch the vlogs back, I was living my life because I just barely had class. And one thing I would say personally, this is my personal opinion, university in England is a lot harder than university in Spain, because I was doing 3rd year, 4th year modules, and like there was just no difficulty. Do you get what I mean? Like a lot of it was group work. They love group work. Oh my god, I don't know if it's my uni, I don't know if it's Spain, I don't know if it's Madrid, I don't know what it is. They love group work. I'm doing a 4th year module and they're telling me that my final assignment is group work. Like the final assignment is group work. That is very, very interesting. But I think one thing that I did very well is I made friends with Spanish people in my classes. Shout out to you guys, because they saved me so many times. When I don't know what the teacher's talking about, I ask my Spanish friends, like, what's going on? And when it's time to do group work, pair work, I just go with them. Because if you stick with the exchange students, you're going to be as clueless as each other, that you need Spanish friends. And I know it's hard, but if you can find one Spanish friend in your classes, I promise you, life would be so much easier. In terms of anything else about academics, I don't think it's that hard. I'm in 3rd year of university in England, and like I was doing 1st year, 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year modules, and I just don't think it's that difficult. I mean, I passed all my classes. That's another thing. I had to pass all of them. Actually, I don't think I had to pass all of them, but for myself, I was like, let me pass all of them because it will just make my life easier when I get back to England. But I passed with 50%. As an exchange student, don't tell anyone because I'm putting this on YouTube, but unless you flop, then you're not gonna fail. Do you get what I mean? They understand that you're not fluent in Spanish. Like, because I did a module, Lengua Española. Any Spanish people out there, if you ask them about Lengua Española, their face will say it all. It's about like the Spanish language and like linguistics, and I do politics. I don't know linguistics. I don't know all of this. So I was trying, but I just didn't know. But the teacher could tell that I was trying to learn. I was asking her questions. I was trying to get her to explain it to me. And I think, in my opinion, she gave me the benefit of the doubt when it came to those assignments, because I didn't do badly. I just didn't know what I was talking about, even though I was trying, but I still passed the class. So that is all good. I think that really wraps it up in terms of academics. Hours are not that long. I mean, I'm just speaking from lenguas modernas. I don't know. The law people had assignments, economics people had tests. That every department is different, but the ones that I did, it was good. I enjoyed it. I'm excited for my modules this semester. I'm doing French. I'm doing History of America. I'm doing like a translation module. I'm doing some other modules. I'm excited, and I need to make new Spanish friends because I'm doing different modules this time. But yeah, that rounds up the academic sides. Any more questions about that? Any specific questions? If you're coming to Alcalá, if you're studying in Madrid, if you're studying in Spain, just, DM me on Instagram and it'll be easier. Speaking about DMing on Instagram, I'm gonna move on to the social side of things. I am living my best life. I don't think the vlogs are I don't think the vlogs are capturing it very well. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you will see that I'm literally living my best life right now. I'm not trying to boast. I'm literally living my best life, because that is what Erasmus is about. That's what your exchange year is about. In terms of social life, okay, so Erasmus is an EU program that, is how we study abroad. I'm saying Brexit is how European EU states study abroad. You get money. Oof. I'm not going to delve into how much money they've given me, but they've given me a very nice grant, which has just made made life so much easier, because I still get my loan from England, like the English government, but I still get a grant from the EU, which just makes life so much easier. But so Erasmus, it's like a society. That's the closest thing I can use to describe it. It's like a society, and they organize events for you. So it's French, Italians, British, Irish. Oh, Universidad de Alcalá, there's so many Irish people, Germans, Russians, Greek. The Americans find their way into Erasmus events as well, but they were just really good at, like, when you first arrived, they showed us around campus. It's not really campus. They showed us around like the uni. They organized events for us. We did karaoke, we did international dinners, we did nights out, we did escape room, we did so many things, and most of it was either free or like discounted. So like it was really good to meet people. That's how I met a lot of people. It was going to Erasmus events. Once I made my friends, I can't lie, I stopped going to them. But semester 2, I'm gonna go because there's new people now. But in terms of social life, apart from Erasmus events, another way that I've made a lot of friends here, I'm not trying to boast or anything, but I've got a good group out here. YouTube has helped. Some people have DM'd me on Instagram after watching my YouTube channel, and like, you guys, I don't feel like you guys know me that well unless you know me in real life, but I'm actually like a really, social butterfly. So people would just DM me and I would just meet up with them, and we'd like get on and meet up again, or if it wasn't a vibe, we would just, stay in touch, but probably not meet up again. TikTok as well, literally #Madrid, #Erasmus, #Spain, and that's how people meet each other. They reach out on TikTok, they reach out on Instagram, and then that's how I've made the majority of my friends. We have done brunch together, we've watched Spider-Man together, we've gone on nights out together. I did a games night. The reason, if you can't tell already, I'm tired. I am knackered. I hosted a games night yesterday with all my friends that I've made. Footage will be coming out. Well, my birthday's next week, innit? So I want to put some footage of that. But footage will be coming out of games night and everything I did after exams in like 2 weeks' time. But social life in Madrid, okay, in Alcalá, right? Because Alcalá is like 40 minutes from Madrid city centre. We're like in the east, like the outskirts of Madrid. There's this thing called El Green. You've probably heard me talk about it. It's the Green pub. It's a pub, but they have a club upstairs, and Erasmus students get free entry. Like, I've never paid to go in. I've never paid to go up to the club. I've never, like, the club part of the Green, I've not paid for that because Jorge, he loves Erasmus students. We get free entry, and the Spanish people always look at us like, what are they doing? Like, how do they get free entry? So if you are coming to Alcalá, go to the Green. It's a really good way to meet Erasmus students as well, because they're just there. Spanish students are there as well. It's just good vibes. I mean, I don't really like clubbing that much because in Spain, they go till 6 a.m. and I can't do that. I'm tired. I want to go home. And especially because I live so close to the Green, I can go home. Within 5 minutes, I'm back in my house, in my bed. Do you get what I mean? What else about social life? I feel like Madrid is cheap, guys. Madrid is so cheap. Like 20 euros gets you a monthly travel card that takes you all around Madrid, bus, metro, cercanías, like todo, everything. So social life has been really good. Finding friends has been, I don't really struggle to find friends. I mean, when I first came, I was like, you feel like you're going to find friends, you're going to find people, but are you going to find your group? And I can honestly tell you that I've found my group. Like, it's just crazy. When we would talk, we'd be like, I met one person in the queue for brunch, and then I went to Portugal and Paris with her. Then another person, if we didn't have like bump in at that time, that we would not have met each other, or like mutual friends. Like, it's just so crazy how you'll find your group. People get really, really nervous about that. Like, they're moving to a new country. Am I going to find friends that I can chill the whole year? I promise you will. Like, you will find your group, I promise. Also, we went to, this is a bit off topic, but it still counts as social life. We went to an end of exams party, which was hosted by the university, because my Spanish friends, basically, let me explain to you. I live in Alcalá de Henares, which is in the east of Madrid. I have friends that live here and that go to my university. Then I have friends that are, majority of them are British, but yeah, Brits stick together in it. They live in Madrid, and then I have Spanish friends. How I got Spanish friends, it's a long story, but I love my Spanish friends so much. They've helped me so much since I've been out here. They were basically like, Des, like, let's go to this end of exams party. I was like, I don't really want to go, but they're like, no, like, it's university tradition. COVID stopped it last year, la la la. And like, I bought tickets, I got my friends to buy tickets, and like, even into the run-up of it, we were literally like looking at each other like, oh my god, why did we do this? Even when we were on the train there, we were like, why are we doing this? But then when we went, we had a good time. Like, I'm not going to insert clips here, but if you go on my Instagram, or like just wait till I drop the vlog in 2 weeks, end of exams party, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. Like, there's always something to do here, whether you're like a restaurant person. If you know me, you know I love food. I've eaten out so many times. I've gone to clubs, I've gone to bars, I've gone to What else have I gone to? I've done activities. I've gone bowling. I've gone mini golf. We're going go-karting soon, actually. Or Ojalá. So yeah, like social life, I've just been enjoying myself. I feel like there's this one quote that's like, Erasmus is not a year in your life, it's your life in a year, some cheesy quote like that, and I actually honestly agree. I'm so sad at the fact that I'm halfway through. Like, I can't believe it. I mean, I've always wanted to study abroad, but actually being here and just doing it, I'm just enjoying myself so much, so much. Okay, I think that's enough about social life. It's just, I'm having a blast. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, and you'll see more of all the stuff that I do. I'll try and keep up with the vlogs, but social life wise, you will never be bored. There will always be something to do. I can only speak about Madrid, la capital de España. I can only speak about that, but there's a lot to do here. I'm sure if you're in Barcelona, if you're in Valencia, if you're in Malaga, if you're in Murcia, I'm sure there's things to do. Okay, the last part of this video is life in Spain / being black in Spain. Let's talk about it, Let's talk about it. As I said in the beginning of the video, hablo español. Puedo hablar español sin problemas. Para mí es muy fácil, ¿vale? I can speak it, so I don't really have problems communicating. If someone's gonna talk about me, I'm gonna know, and I'm going to respond in Spanish, you get what I mean? So in terms of life in general, okay, let's do some stereotypes. Let's do some brainstorming. Spanish people, okay, disclaimer, Spanish people I've met, walk very slowly. Very, very slowly. And it's like, I've even said to my Spanish friends, like, why do you guys walk so slowly? Let's pick up the pace. I don't know if it's because I'm from England, I'm from London. I don't know if that's the reason, but that's one thing I've had to get used to, like dodging these people on the street because they're walking so slowly. Also, they don't mind their business. I don't know if it's COVID, right? I'd be on the train, so I take my mask off to drink some water, and this woman, she gets up from her seat, but she gets up and she comes to me. I'm looking at her like, oh, what does this woman want? And she's like, la mascarilla puesta todo el tiempo, boca y nariz. I'm like, that basically means put your mask on, covering your nose and your mouth. I'm like, can I not drink? She's like, all the time. I'm like, oh my God. Another person, señorita, la mascarilla. Okay, I'm putting my mask on, let me just drink some water. They're always in your business. That's one thing about London. People aren't, well, on the train, right? People tend to mind their business. Here, someone's always in your business. On the metro, on the cercanías, whatever it is, lo que sea, en tu business. What else about Spanish people? If you see me looking down, it's because I've made some notes, In terms of being black, right? Okay, I would say living in Valencia, I had more comments than I have in Madrid. I've not had a comment that's like someone explicitly saying something racist or like anything like that. And if they did, I would have understood it. Do you get what I mean? People stare, but I think that's just anything. If you don't look Spanish, they're gonna stare at you. Like, it's as simple as that. I think staring culture here is big. So I think they're just gonna stare. I mean, it is what it is. In England, I don't really get stared at like that. But that's what they do, especially if I'm like, say I'm wearing makeup, right? So I'm wearing makeup, I'm looking cute or whatever. They want to be staring at me. What are you doing? Why are you staring at me? Why are you staring at me? But I've never had anyone like say anything too bad. I think, like, not even too bad, like at all. And I don't want to jinx it, but I think okay, here they've been okay. Valencia, I had comments, but here I've been all right. In terms, okay, there's not, in my uni, the only other black girl is a British girl that lives near me in England, and she's on Erasmus. I've not really seen a lot of black people, but I literally live in Kent. If you guys don't know where Kent is, it's on like the outskirts of southeast London in England. It's predominantly white people. I've been the only black person in my class, in my unis, in my everything. So coming to Spain, for me, it's not a jump. I feel like if you've come from a predominantly black environment and you're coming to Spain, for you, it might be a bit difficult to adjust to. But for me, it has been fine. I mean, they don't know I speak their language. So I'm just eavesdropping and chuckling all the time. Like, there's nothing really affecting me out here. Obviously, I don't want to jinx anything, but I've been all right. I've been alright. Obviously, this is my experience. I'm sure some people have other experiences. I know other people have other experiences with Spain, but I can only speak on what I've gone through. Erasmus is, I'm not gonna get emotional, it's one of the best things ever. I'm literally halfway through and I don't want to come home. If you're watching this, just know that I do not want to come back to England, because when I get back, it will be a dissertation that's waiting for me back in England. And I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that, but I'm just living my best life out here. And like, don't get me wrong, there's always drama wherever you go. There's always something going on. But I mean, I'm personally living my life and minding my business. I've met some of the most amazing people, like not just from England, but from France, from Germany, from Italy, from Ireland, a lot of Irish people. And it's just crazy now that I have friends all over the world. So if I do want to go, even my American friends, that I have friends everywhere, and like now it's just good having friends in different parts of the world, and like living together in Spain, we've all kind of shared an experience with each other, and I just think that's something that they're not gonna take away from us. But yeah, I think that video has gone a bit quicker than I expected. Actually, I thought I'd talk for longer, but that is basically my semester 1 recap. In short, academics es muy diferente. It's very different to Inglaterra, but it's doable. If you don't speak Spanish, oof, lo siento, eh? I'm sorry. I am very, very sorry. But if you don't speak Spanish, it will be very difficult. It's possible. I know people that came here and they didn't speak Spanish, and now they've left speaking a bit more Spanish, or even fluent. I know someone a couple of years ago came to Madrid and he left fluent. Like, it is possible. Personal and social life, don't stress. A lot of people tend to stress before they come out, thinking, oh my god, what am I going to do? I'm not going to make friends, I'm going to be by myself. It's what you make of it. If you message into your Erasmus group chat or your university group chat, hey, anyone want to go out tonight for tinto, for algo, like, they'll do something. It's always going to be that person. And even the people you meet on your night out might not be your people, but on your way back, you'll bump into people that are your people. Like, everyone's so connected. I can only speak for Alcalá, but everyone's got their groups, but we're all really friendly with each other. If you want to hang out with them, you can hang out with them. You can do pre's with them. Everyone is una familia, ¿vale? So that is very, very good. Social life is fine. Life in Spain, it's not that difficult. People talk about culture shocks, like 10 culture shocks. Apart from things being closed during the day, then walking slow, adjusting to a new education system, living in Spain is not that different. Again, maybe because I speak the language, but it's not much of a struggle for me. And being black, it's been okay. I haven't really noticed anything different. Couple stares here and there, but me, I stare back. If you stare at me, I'm gonna stare back at you. So it is what it is. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I tried to make it short. If you have got any questions, I know a lot of you have, since I've been in Spain, I've got so many DMs on Instagram, so many comments just asking me about life, about Madrid. I will always reply to everything, because sometimes you need a helping hand. Moving to another country is not easy at all. So if you do have any questions about anything, just DM me. That's on Instagram. That's the quickest way I would reply. Follow me on TikTok to see what I'm doing, what restaurants I go to, what events I go to. Yeah, next video that I'm gonna drop is gonna be what I've done after exams. Oh, do you know what I forgot? Sorry, I should have said this. In Spain, they like to, their tests are out of 10. I'm doing a 2-hour exam and it's out of 10. That doesn't make sense, does it? No, it doesn't. But I guess different educational systems, different thingies. Next video is going to be about what I did after exams. We had games night. I went to restaurants. My birthday is next week. My birthday is in 5 días. No, es en 4 días. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves. 4 días hasta mi 21. Voy a tener 21 años. I'm turning 21 next week, so you guys are going to see the content of that. If you're watching this video before my 21st birthday, follow me on Instagram, see what I get up to. But yeah, I'm going to try and give you guys more content for semester 2. If there's anything you want, let me know. I'll try and do it. But thank you for watching. Muchas gracias. Hasta la próxima video. La próxima video, yo no sé, pero adiós.